You guys know that I love action RPGs and MMORPGs, and today I'm taking a look at Tarisland, which has been completely amazing so far. There's your spoiler, but I want to thank Tarisland for sponsoring today's video and urge you to try out the game by using my link in the description of this video to download it and get in on the action. So you're probably wondering, what is Tarisland? You know it's an MMORPG, but did you know it's available on both PC and on mobile? That's right, it's crossover, so you could play on the go and then sit at your PC and have a gaming experience there as well, which I quite like. Now this game features amazing raids, diverse classes and builds that we're going to get into in just a moment, and a vast world that you could explore and find a bunch of things as well as a bunch of friends to play with. You're going to be embarking together with all of these people that you meet or friends that you join the game with by using my link in the description to get in on this epic adventure and to unleash unique new talents specific to this title. Tarisland is pure to the MMORPG genre, but also brings in a beautiful fantasy art style and recreates challenging dungeon mechanics and an immersive exploration that really makes you feel part of the game itself and brings you a lot of fun. Now you could choose from 9 different professions or classes inside of the game with 18 specializations to build out your unique setup so you can really customize your gameplay experience. And then you could join together with other teammates, do a whole bunch of raids and dungeons, and defeat some of the biggest, most epic bosses. Now all the gameplay that you're going to see throughout this video is me playing as my most favorite class in all games of this genre, being the Barbarian. Now the Barbarian, as typical, is a melee big damage dealer style tank inside of this game and many others, and it's really my favorite gameplay style. You're going to be able to watch me throughout this video manipulate the gear being worn by this hero so that I can then build the class to something that I want to make my own. We also have the warrior inside of the game, which offers a little bit more independence for the group, a little bit more of an assassin style with that barbarian, but still a very tanky melee character. Then we have the mage. The mage is like many other wizards in the space, offers a nice ranged and magical attack for those of you that don't want to get up in the combat but would rather stand back afar and deal a ton of damage. And the paladin, more damage, more melee, more tank, but bringing in the holy light to engage in those battles. The priest is another ranged damage dealer, but also has elements of healing as well. So if you want to be one of those support classes inside of the game, this is one that's probably right up your alley. But maybe you want to take to the darker side. The Shadow Swordsman is going to be the class for you. Less of a tank, more melee and damage, but a little bit quicker and a lot darker. The Ranger offers damage and ranged attacks, but removes that magical ability that we had with our Mage. Here you're looking at more of an archer unit, something that's pretty standard in genres like this, but done really well inside of Tarisland. The Phantom Necro, ranged, damage dealer, and also a healer as well. This is a unique class that I quite like because it is bringing something a little bit more different to the scene. Then we have another ranged damaged healer as well with a bit more mobility. Here we're talking about the Bard. But a big part of this game is creating your build. This is why we play MMORPGs, both for the large environment social experience, the big boss fights, but also really building up our character classes. And being able to do that through different gear and through the talent trees inside of the game is actually quite nice. It really works well here together and gives you a lot of customization abilities so the class that you choose can be just right for you. And in addition to that, you could play as more than one class with multiple accounts on the same device. Now something that I really do quite like is the ability to play with friends. The group environment that's available inside of this game is actually really cool. With 5-player and 10-player raids, you're able to get in with a bunch of your friends, again, either people that you know from the outside world or friends that you make inside of the game, and take on some massive bosses. Having these big boss fights are both rewarding because you actually take down the beast, but also you get nice rewards for doing that, which can further progress your account, which is essentially going to be the end game, you building up the strongest class that you possibly can with your time. And of course, there's a massive world for you to explore. Part of these games is not just trying to min-max your time to get the best progression, but to also enjoy the vast environment that we have around us. This game is very big, allowing you to have endless corners to explore and really find new things every time you go out. I personally like this point and this element of MMORPG games, and it's done very well inside of Tarisland. Now, I mentioned earlier this is cross-platform. That's a big deal. For me, as an adult, I go to work during the day. Sometimes I get breaks in work, and I like to get on my phone and play a little bit of my favorite game. Tarisland, I could hop on, get a couple of minutes of gameplay in, go on my lunch break and play a little bit some more, and then when I get home, I can either play on the couch while I'm watching TV with my wife, or I can set up in front of the PC, relax in the gaming chair, and really have a good, fun gameplay experience on the PC, my big widescreen HD monitor. It's nice that you have both options with this game. And as I mentioned, it's really great that your data from mobile transfers right over to PC, so you can play in parallel and you won't have to worry about losing any progress along the way. Now, I'm also a sucker for rewards. I love getting things for free inside of games. Now, of course, we could buy things in games as well, and I do engage in some of that. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of things that you can get for free inside of this game as well, and it's actually quite rewarding, and I love getting them. So currently right now, if you go to the website, Tarisland Global, you have some rewards that you can claim right from there. They're called the Milestone Rewards. They're gonna be giving you free titles, free pets, and free mounts inside of the game. And I know you guys are suckers for mounts. You also have a 7-day launch reward as well, so when you download the game, using my link in the description, you're gonna be able to dive in and get days of rewards every single day that you log in. Really nice things that'll help you boost that account in the early stage and further your progression right off the bat. It's essentially the right way to start. And you even have leisure time events, rewards that you get from doing the things that you do inside of games. You guys know me on the channel. You know that I particularly like getting the most out of my time inside of a game. So when I get rewarded for doing things I'm typically doing already, that's a win for me. It's extra rewards on top of the grind. These are the leisure time events going on inside in Tarisland right now. You can earn points by life skills or even exploring the map and redeem them for a free unicorn pet. Do you like unicorns? Now you could even do a refer a friend activity. So you're gonna tell your friends to join you because you found a game that's pretty awesome. And here you're gonna get that rare mount for free. And I know that mount doesn't look like any other mount you've seen before. That's why it's custom to Tarisland. Now there are a bunch of amazing cosmetic sets inside of the game. I want you to take a look at these so you can see how good you could actually look. Starting out with our first set. This is the Mesmerizer set, and it looks absolutely amazing. Check out how my barbarian could be decked out wearing this gear. I mean, we could just sit and watch because it's absolutely amazing looking. We also have the Heart of Lewin set as well for a different customized look that you could rock around the world in, just letting everyone know that you're the man, if you want to, because this is another one that looks pretty darn great. And then we have the new arrival. We have the Shadow Wrath armor set. Pretty cool looking right here. I love how the purple kind of encompasses all of the black. Definitely up my alley. And if you guys want to get any of these cosmetics yourself, they're right up top. When you tap on that little G, it takes you right there and you can get your cosmetic sets as well. Now, everything that I spoke about today is just scratching the surface. There's so much to explore inside of the game that you can get lost in it over a weekend, forgetting that you had responsibilities or that you should have touched some grass. So I recommend you go outside on the mobile, sit in the grass and play, and then in the evening when the bugs come out, you go in and you play some more on the PC. Make sure you take breaks to eat. Now, I want to remind you guys to let all your friends know about the game. Let them know on socials, let them know when you're hanging out, and get them involved inside of the game as well so you can get that free mount, because it's cute. Now, if you want to know more about the game, and if you want me to continuously bring you content about it, diving in deeper and deeper, I need you guys to let me know in the comments of this video. Those comments will tell me how interested you are here. And maybe even in the comments here, you could let your friends know that you're playing so they can decide to play as well. I'm gonna remind you to please download the game using my link in the description of this video. And again, I wanna thank Tarisland for sponsoring today's video. I've been having a lot of fun.